Yes, people, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Touchline Facts. First and foremost, smash the like button up, hit the sub button up, turn those post notifications so you don't miss an upload or a live stream on the channel. Big up to each and every single one of you lot in the chat. As I say, let's try and get to 20 likes. We have got a transfer talk and quite a bit to talk about. So we're going to talk about Jamie Carragher's top 10 goalkeepers in Premier League history list because it's an absolute abomination to society. But as I say, make sure you smash the like button up, make sure the sub button up as well. Join the Discord, all that good stuff. Follow the Twitch, as I say, you know, as I always do. Join the memberships if you want to as well. All that good stuff. So, yeah, man. Let's get into it. We're going to talk about Elliot Anderson. We're going to talk about Man United's potential summer window if we do get Champions League football. The club planned on signing 5 players, which I think we should have done last summer. But I think because we didn't have Europe, maybe we was a bit stuck with, you know, the FFP reasons and stuff like that. And there's a bit more availability for midfielders this summer. But I think, yeah, I think we're looking like we're going to possibly get in at least 5 players. I think we need at least 5. I think we need a world-class left-back, or not world-class, a really good left-back, Lewis Hall, shall I say, something along those lines. I think midfielders, I think we need at least 2, potentially 3. I think we need to lose 2 starters and then one like not mediocre midfielder, but one like midfielder that isn't, you know, it's just a squad player, for example. Then I think we need a left winger, and I think then we're probably going to go and get a backup striker. So I think we need 5 to 6 players. All that good stuff. So yeah, let me know what you lot think in the comments below, in the chat, shall I say. We'll get straight into it. Elliot Anderson come out last night. I think we know what Fabrizio is. Fabrizio is just a waffler. The guy just waffles. He just recycles news because there's nothing else to talk about because he's irrelevant when the transfer window's shut. And he's come out and stated yesterday that apparently Man United are in love or love Elliot Anderson. We know this, bro. We know we wanted him. We've been targeted to get him for the last year. Do you get what I'm saying? And I think we will end up getting him, personally. I think we will end up getting him. But it's not even just that. It's the constant, you know, he loves recycling their news. We all know we want Elliot Anderson. Everyone and every nan and their dog knows that Manchester United Football Club, their main target in midfield is Elliot Anderson. Balaba's another one as well. Wharton's on that list. Tenardi's on the list. I'm sure there's 1 or 2 other names on the list. Stiller as well. We linked with Stiller last summer. We know that these are the type of midfielders they want, but Elliot Anderson's probably the #1 dream target for Manchester United Football Club. You know, the only problem is we've got competition of Manchester City. You know what I mean? Newcastle won't get him. Manchester City will be us or Man City. Will be one of the Manchester clubs that get him. But I think if we get Champions League football, that will massively benefit our case for him because we can just sit there and say, look, we're on the up. We've got Champions League football now. You know what I'm saying? You know, you could become part of the team that brings Manchester United back onto a pedestal, or you can go to Man City and, you know, be a big part player in their title winning seasons or in their whatever they do in the future. You know what I'm saying? You could, but then he also could do the flip side of Man United have ruined players and all this stuff. So I guess we'll see. Do you know what I'm saying? I guess we will see. But let me know what you lot think. Let me know what you lot think in the comments below, man. In the live chat, smash the likes up as well. As I say, join the Discord, follow the Twitch. But yeah, there's quite a lot to talk about. I do also say I want to talk about Jamie Carragher's top 10 goalkeepers in Premier League history list because I think it's an absolute abomination, as I said, to society. Because to be honest with you, bro, that is genuinely dreadful. I'm not even that mad at Petr Cech first. Peter Schmeichel second. This one I am mad about. I don't know why he's third. And I don't know why this guy's fifth. Do you get what I'm saying? I don't know why this guy's fifth. It's actually hilarious, but we're going to get into that. But yeah, as I say, smash the likes up and all that good stuff. What happens to Tonali? I don't know what happens to Tonali yet. Tonali's going to leave Newcastle, I think. I think he'll go to one of Man City, Man United or Arsenal. I think all 3 teams could do with a profile like Tonali. How much do you think we get Elliot Anderson for? I think I heard he's got a release clause for a Champions League football club, but I don't know if someone said that that's not a real release clause anymore. So I don't know. I would say probably in the realms of about 70 million to 90 million. 70 to 90 million. I'd say someone in the realms of that with add-ons and all that stuff. I think that's how much Elliot Anderson will probably cost Manchester United or the club that he goes to. We got Dark Magician as well. We're going to get Champions League football. Yeah, I am confirming that. We're going to get Champions League football. We're 3 points above you and Chelsea. We're 3 points behind Villa. We've still got to play Villa and Liverpool at home. We've still got to play Chelsea away. Chelsea have got Arsenal, Villa, Liverpool away, all to come up. Do you know what I'm saying? They've got so many tough games. We're gonna get Champions League football. We've got the easiest running of the 4 teams, and we're in the best form of the 4 teams. We've got the most points since Christmas. We're unbeaten in 10. Like, we are gonna get Champions League football. You can sit there and kid yourself that we're not, and we might bottle it. We ain't, mate. We ain't. The players look happy. Feels like a good feel factor right now with the football club and all that stuff. So, yeah, you can keep kidding yourself and maybe thinking that we won't get Champions League football, but I'm telling you now we will. Forest will treat you like Spurs. They will sue you and not give you Anderson. They don't have a choice, mate. They don't have a choice, mate, because Elliot Anderson won't sign a new deal like Morgan Gibbs-White. Plus, if they get relegated, which I think it'll be them or Spurs that get relegated, they won't have a choice, mate, because they're gonna have to sell him on a cheap as well. So again, I guess it's a win-win for us right now in the terms of who gets relegated. If Spurs get relegated, we just laugh at them, and if Forest get relegated, we can get Elliot Anderson for cheap. And if West Ham get relegated, I mean, I guess there's not really much good from that. Do you get what I'm saying, for us? Because we're not going to buy any of their players, and we don't really want to laugh. We don't really care about West Ham enough to laugh at them. Do you get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. It's what it is. Oh, I'm repping the third kit, by the way, today, lads. Do you get what I'm saying? The Cantona special. But yeah, man. Let me know what you lot think, anyways, lads. Who would be your dream midfielder target this summer, and where do you think United need to improve in the transfer market? Where do you think United need to look at? You know what I'm saying? As I said, I think we need a left back, two or three midfielders, 2 starting midfielders, and 1 rotation midfielder. A left winger and potentially a backup striker, but I don't particularly think backup striker is that pivotal, because I think when you got Mbuemu and Cunha, who can also play as a striker, I think you should be good for a bit. But I guess we'll see, bro. I guess we shall see. Dreams can come true. Anderson is likely to join City. Well, we'll see, bro, won't we? We'll see. Well, we shall see if Anderson joins City. I think he'll join Man United. That's my personal beliefs. Hold on. There you go. But yeah, we're gonna get into Jamie Carragher's top 10 goalkeeper list of all time. So he put Petr Cech number 1. As I said, I don't actually have a problem with Petr Cech being number 1. But then he's got Peter Schmeichel. Yes, City getting relegated. Facts. Then he's got Peter Schmeichel, number 2. Then he's got Alisson, number 3, right? So Alisson is apparently a better Premier League goalkeeper than David De Gea and Edwin van der Sar, when he's not. He's definitely not better than Edwin van der Sar, and he's not better than De Gea either. United will finish 4th or 5th, and you'll go through what Forest went through last season. What does that even mean, bro? Big up everyone in the chat. Yeah, this was hilarious. Yeah. It's not rage bait. I think it's his honest opinion. Do you get what I'm saying? Honest opinion, yeah? This guy, honestly, he's so delusional. Listen, Petr Cech is definitely in the conversation for the best ever. I would personally have Van der Sar. My top 3 would be Van der Sar, probably Cech, then Schmeichel. But you can go Schmeichel, then Cech, then De Gea, then Alisson. Yeah, but it's Alisson getting 3rd place. Alisson was not a better goalkeeper than David De Gea, and he ain't a better goalkeeper than Van der Sar. No, he's nowhere near better than David De Gea. He's nowhere near better. Don't lie to yourself. Don't lie to the chat like that as well. It's an abomination to sit there and lie on the channel. He is no way near better than David De Gea. He was nowhere near better than him. David De Gea was unbelievable. That guy was turning losses into wins. That's how good he was. He'd make 8-9 saves in a game. The guy was unbelievable. I've never seen Alisson let 7 goals in at Liverpool. I mean, I could be wrong. I don't know if he played that game. It might have been Adrian. Did he not let in 7 goals? Did he not let 7 goals in? I mean, if you want to do that logic, by the way, you said against Liverpool. Did he not let in I think it was 7 or 8 over 2 legs, though, when you played them in the Champions League. It might have been 9, in fact, over 2 legs when you played Liverpool in the Champions League. And you lost, when you played them Roma in the Champions League and you won 5-2 away from home. Cech is better than Schmeichel, man. You always go down these weird tangents, I swear down. That's cool, bro. 8-2, it's 7-2 Aston Villa. I don't know if he played that day. He might not have played that day. A man said L work rate. Bro, I stream every day. What are you talking about? I stream every day, bro. But yeah, this one was just hilarious for me because I don't mind Peter Cech being first. I don't mind Schmeichel being second. But Alisson third is an abomination. Courtois above Edwin van der Sar again is an abomination. Courtois, what he's gone on to do at Real Madrid, yeah, Courtois is in the conversation. But one thing about Courtois and Alisson that always hinders him, for me, is the fact that Alisson's an injury-prone goalkeeper. The guy misses 3 or 4 months a season. And that, for a goalkeeper, is not good enough. You need to have your goalkeeper, starting goalkeeper, who plays 38 games a season. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the odd season he might have a little injury or illness or family issues. He's out for two games or something like that. You know what I mean? You don't have your goalkeeper out for 3 months a season. And not only that has potentially cost Liverpool league titles and extra trophies. You know what I'm saying? Because we saw when Adrian come into certain positions and he was getting torn apart at times. Who is United playing tonight? Funny one. Who is Arsenal playing tonight? No one. So I don't get your point, mate. Do you get what I'm saying? I don't get your point, mate. You keep talking about Man United, mate. You keep talking about the big boys, wishing you was us. Do you get what I'm saying? Smash these likes up, by the way, people. As I say, get these likes up to 20 likes, man. But yeah, this whole goalkeeper thing it's gone into the realms on Twitter. For me, I honestly don't understand how Alisson is third. There's nothing for Alisson to be. I saw someone say that he got Golden Glove for the Copa America, for the Premier League and the Champions League. And I was just thinking like, yeah, but Golden Glove is a team effort. It's not just a goalkeeper effort. You've seen that with Sen Lemens. Sen Lemens has been very good for Man United. I actually think Sen Lemens has been the signing of the summer for Manchester United Football Club this season. I think it's been the best signing in the whole entire Premier League, right? And for me, when I look at Sen Lemens, yeah, he only kept 1 clean sheet until Amorim left. Why was that? Because the team, the centre-backs were way more exposed. The team wasn't as compact. We won't have much control. And ultimately, he's going to concede more goals, isn't he? Because of that. You know what I'm saying? But if you have a team like how Alisson is, where they've got great defence, great setup, great control, and all that stuff, he's going to keep more clean sheets. Not saying Sen Lemens is better than Alisson, by the way, because I'm not. But that Peter Cech, yeah, as much as Peter Cech, you know, he was a top goalkeeper as well. He had the best defence, or one of the best defences in the history of the league. I don't think it's the best defence in the league, but they conceded 15 goals in a season. Yeah, I'm saying they conceded 15 Premier League goals in one season. Yeah, I'm saying. So he has the most clean sheets in Premier League history, most clean sheets in the season. So I can hear Peter Cech being number 1. But Alisson number 3 is just crazy to me. Alisson Becker has received numerous top-tier individual accolades, most notably winning the, I don't know how you say that word, Yashin Trophy 2019, the best FIFA goalkeeper 20. Yeah, all these awards are in 2019 when he won the champs. All these awards are in 2019 when he won the champs. All these awards were when Neuer had a down year, and Alisson won the champs and he won the Copa. He won the Copa America and the Champions League. Fair play. Don't mean I should put him in above David De Gea, mate. Because David De Gea got a Ballon d'Or nomination playing for a team that didn't win a trophy. The team didn't win a trophy and he got a Ballon d'Or nomination. Yeah, as a goalkeeper. He then also got into the for you want to talk individual accolades, because I don't do these things. I just look at the goalkeepers and think who I think's better. But you want to do that, right? You want to do that. David De Gea got into the team of the year 5 times. Yeah, as a goalkeeper. That's a record, by the way. So he's got more team of the years than any other goalkeeper in Premier League history. And the fact that, bearing in mind, by the way, David De Gea, when he was playing in the Premier League, was competing against Thibaut Courtois. He was competing, all it be a late Czech, but it was an older Petr Cech, yes, but he was still in the league. He was competing against who else? Who else was there? Joe Hart when he was good. You know what I'm saying? He's competing against solid goalkeepers. And he got into the team of the season 5 times, if you want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Whereas Alisson's competed with Edison, who's a goalkeeper that can't save. So I don't get it. I honestly don't get what your thing is. But yeah, it is what it is. But I just wanted to talk about that because I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was hilarious from G Milad, because yeah, they always think what's theirs is better than ours. Do you get what I'm saying? Even though they've won 2 Premier Leagues and we've won 13, it makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. So yeah, Manchester United are expected to target a versatile left back, 2 experienced midfielders, a left winger and a striker this summer. That's exactly what I said. I think we need at least 3 midfielders, to be honest with you, because we're going to play in a lot of football next season. That is Vavell, isn't it? That's Vavell, Barada and Wilcox. If Champions League is secured, the club is preparing for what could be a major transfer window. That's from Ben Jacobs, but I'm starting to not take Ben Jacobs that seriously anymore. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm starting to not take Ben Jacobs that seriously. But yeah, man. I've also seen this as well. That the United CAF. I've actually never been to this CAF. I don't think I've ever been to this CAF, so I'm actually glad. I know this one. I know exactly what it is. It's a massive CAF, to be fair. Right? Bar and license. Apparently, said a United CAF rat infestation. Owner of CAF visited by match-going Man United fans fined £10,000. Inspection found in potatoes. So I wanna click on this article, yeah, because I wanna know. Oh, I'm gonna have to subscribe, ain't I? No, I'm not. Am I gonna have to subscribe? I don't know. The owner of a calf used by match-going Manchester United fans has been fined 10,000 after inspectors discovered a rat infestation. 0-star rating was handed to the United calf, which sits in the shadows of Old Trafford, following a visit from an inspector which unearthed the issue with rodents and found potatoes that had been gnawed by rats. So what they're saying is, what I'm gathering right now is that they were feeding potatoes to fans that had been eaten by rats. If that's true, they should be shut down. The United-themed calf, which is not linked to the club, voluntarily closed premises on Chester Road along with the neighbouring venue Legends and was ordered to carry out a deep clean and proofing work. A report from Trafford Council carried it out it's August 2024 read, visit due to issues with rat activity in the area. Both premises closed voluntarily due to rat infestation. The visit found potatoes that had been gnawed by rodents, rat droppings under the chip range. Rat droppings under the chip range. And a series of other issues. On a follow-up visit, a burger containing gluten was served to a customer who was actually undercover inspector who had declared an allergy. That's crazy. That's crazy. An undercover inspector, and he had declared an allergy, and he said he had allergic to gluten, and he got given a gluten burger. According to the council's report, working to remediate the pest infestation had to be carried out before the venues reopened. And that's it. Oh, inspector unearthed the issue with rodents and found potatoes that had been gnawed by rats. The calf has been given a 1-star rating after inspection with major improvement necessary. United calf 1-star rating. That's crazy. That's actually mental. I don't even know if they're still open now. Surely they can't still be open after this come out. I'm saying, surely this can't be still open after this come out. I don't know. De Gea will never reach Alisson's level. He wasted his talent at a mid-level. De Gea finished above Alisson plenty of times, mate. Not plenty of time. No, yeah, twice and finished above him, mate. So mid-level, low-level club, he finished above him twice, mate. He also won the Premier League as well. You know what I'm saying? He also won, every trophy there is to win apart from the Champions League and the Club World Cup and Super Cup. They closed, I think, did they? Where the hell has Man United got money? Something is fishy. Because they're the biggest club in the world. Big up to Danny B, mate. Big up to everyone in the chat, as I say. Smash the likes up, people. Keep hitting these like buttons up, man. Keep hitting the sub button up. Keep sharing the stuff and stuff like that. Join the Discord. Follow the Twitch. All that good stuff, man. And yeah, lads. There's still some stuff to talk about. But yeah, I think Arsenal right now is way superior. Wesley, bro, I seem to remember you saying last week that you're done. You're done, lads. But because you win one game, now all of a sudden you're back. Are you scintillating Arsenal again? Confused. Are you scintillating Arsenal again? Are you back being superior? Do you get what I'm saying? Are Arsenal are superiors again? Yeah, I'm saying they weren't saying this a week ago, bro. Forget a month ago. He weren't saying this a week ago. He was saying a week ago when they drew to Wolves, I am done. We're bottling in it and all that stuff. Then they go and beat 17th place Tottenham, who were absolutely terrible. All right, they smashed them to be fair, but you know what I mean. Of course, they think, are you going to chat about Inter losing to Bodo? I mean, I just find it hilarious, right, Wesley? Yeah, because I was arguing with my mates, yeah, in a call yesterday before I went live, and I was hearing, I said, and Wesley, you're like this. I said Arsenal have a better chance to win the Champions League than Barcelona. because Arsenal are a better team than Barcelona. If Arsenal play Barcelona tomorrow in a two-legged game, unless Lamine Yamal rips Hincapié a new one, yeah, and does some mad stuff, Arsenal will win that tie. And my mate's arguing me, no. He said, and then he goes and says, Inter Milan have been the more consistent team over the last 5 years than any of the English teams in the Champions League, which isn't true, by the way. It isn't true, because Man City have been a better, more consistent team, factually. Inter Milan are a more consistent team, apparently, in the Champions League, right? And he goes to say that the top three teams that win the Champions League this season are Inter Milan. I think he said Bayern Munich and PSG. Bayern Munich and PSG, I wouldn't be against. I wouldn't say PSG because I've said this before. I've only ever seen one team do back to back in the format that is in now, right? Where it's the knockout stages and stuff like that. I've never seen one team do back to back. So what are the chances of another team doing back to back? And that was Real Madrid when they had Ronaldo, who went on a mad run and scored 40 goals, bruv, in 3 Champions League campaigns. Do you get it? It's crazy. And yeah, I was arguing with it, and then all that, and then literally the same day, Inter Milan get beat at home by Bodo Glimt and get done 5-2 on aggregate by Bodo Glimt, who, by the way, you know what I'm saying, they haven't played one league game all year. They played 4 games all year, and one was a win against City, one was a win against Atletico, and the other 2 were wins against Inter. Which, by the way, when you deep, it's crazy. They'd never won a Champions League game in their history up until that Man City game. They gave them their first ever Champions League win. Then they got and win 4 Champions League games in a row, by the way. So they basically just scraped qualification by getting those last 2 wins against Atletico away and Man City at home, which, you know, as I say, that is mental. Like, you know, if your last 2 games are Man City and Atletico and you've got to win them both, and you're Bodo Glimt, who's never won a Champions League game in your history, you've got to win them both to get to the round of 32, and they go and win that both. Then they get Inter in the round of 32 and they go beat them home and away. It's an absolute amazing story. It's a shame it's going to end as soon as they get to the round of 16 and they play one of Man City or whoever else it's going to be, because they're going to get pumped. But I do hope Man City get Real Madrid in the round of 16, because I think Real Madrid will beat them, because stars make fights and Mbappe in behind. Gonna be crazy. United fans can't have proper logic. What's going on with my Wi-Fi? When it comes to compare their players with world-class players, they'll just say they have a prem. I can have proper logic, mate. David De Gea is a better goalkeeper than Alisson. He's more of a match-winning goalkeeper. He's a better shot stopper than him. He was better for longer. He was the best goalkeeper in the world when he was competing with Manuel Neuer at his pomp. Do you get what I'm saying? Can carry on, bruv. Alisson is a very good goalkeeper, but it's injury prone. That's what I said. I believe this season a team that is not with heritage with the UCL, PSG aren't in good form. Atleti will get whooped by Liverpool as well. Yeah, I reckon Atleti will beat Liverpool. But what was I saying? Yeah, I've been saying that for the last 3 years. I remember, I think the year Real Madrid won it when they beat Dortmund in the final. I was saying I think Atletico might win it, or Inter. Obviously, then Atletico beat Inter in the round of 16. And then I remember last year I said PSG in the group stages. I've been saying Bayern Munich will win the Champions League. But I think if Bayern Munich don't win the Champions League, it will be an English team. I believe one of, and I don't think Chelsea will win it, but they're in the name. Newcastle are not winning it. Don't worry about them. One of Chelsea, Liverpool, Arsenal, or City will win the Champions League if Bayern Munich don't win it. I hope to God that this season Diego Simeone finally goes back 10 years and runs it the back and gets it to the final. And I think if he gets to the final, they'll win it. The problem is with Diego Simeone's Atletico Madrid is they're no way near as defensively solid as they used to be. They're nowhere near as defensively solid as they used to be. So he's basically, you know, he's got a good team, good attack, Lookman and Alvarez and all that stuff. But you know, I mean, they don't have the defence to go to games and stink out 1-0s and get a 0-0 draw away from home and stuff like that. They don't have that defence anymore. So when they don't have that defence, I think it's thingy. Bodo's on smoke. We got laughed at for just about beating them. Yeah, no. I mean, Man City got slapped. Inter got slapped twice. It's crazy, bruv. It's crazy. They're on smoke, man. They've won 4 games. They haven't played a league game all year, by the way. Their league's on hold. I think due to the weather in Norway, because how cold it is. I think they put the league on hold, and they're now slapping up Inter Milan home and away and beating Man City at home and beating Atletico away in their own backyard. It's crazy, bro. It's honestly crazy. But yeah, man. All in all, I mean, I wanted Inter to go through because I wanted another team to be able to beat the Real Madrid, or not the Real Madrid, the Man Cities, the Chelseas, the Liverpools. I think if one of them teams plays Bodo Glimt, it's over wraps in the knockout stages. But yeah, part of me hopes, you know what I mean, one of Atletico or Bayern can do something. Do you get what I'm saying? I don't really want PSG to do it back to back. Fun fact, by the way, Manchester United Football Club. Here's a fun fact for you. Manchester United Football Club hold the record for the longest ever unbeaten streak in Champions League history. And some Man City fan, if they're watching, might go, no, we do. Man City's won an unbeaten streak. Man City lost to Real Madrid in 2024. Factually, they lost to Real Madrid in 2024. So Man United hold the longest unbeaten streak ever in Champions League history. We went and won the Champions League in 2008 unbeaten, and then we went and done it unbeaten again and got to the final and lost. So 25 games. 25 games, lads. We went 25 UCL games without losing. Bearing in mind, we played against Pep's Barca was the one we lost. Played against Messi's Barca in 08. Home and away, by the way, at the Nou Camp. Played against prime Chelsea. We played against... Who else did we play against? Roma was the year before, I think. Who else did we play against in those ones? I know we beat Schalke in the semis. Bro, we would play some brilliant teams, man. Brilliant teams. Bro, Atleti is so bad, man. They got lucky last night. It's only because Club Brugge are terrible. They won and Soloff was on fire last night. No, their attack's really good. I agree. I disagree with that. I think Atletico attack's really, really good. Do you get what I'm saying? Atletico's attack's really good. Like Alvarez, Lookman, Soloff, Griezmann. I think they've got so much goals in that team, but their defence just lets them down. They don't have the ability to stink out like they used to. They used to just be able to stink out 0-0s away and stuff like that. It'd be so hard to break down when they had Diogo Godin and the defence that they once had, Felipe Luis at left back and stuff like that. They had such a good defence back in the day. Now they don't. So I think they lost that ability. But yeah, watch Liverpool beat Atleti and then start turning a step back. I call this outcome first. They won't beat Atleti, but their Champions League draws on Friday anyways. So we don't know who they're going to get. I hope they get Atleti, because I think if they get Atleti will beat Liverpool. I think they will. The only reason I can see Arsenal losing, in a single match in the UCL. See Arsenal losing a single match in the UCL is if they become incredibly unlucky. Also, AP7, I'm more confident in winning the UCL than the league. Raw. That's what I'm saying. I'd be worried, bro. I'd be worried if I was an Arsenal hater. Well, I am an Arsenal hater, but not as much as some other people are. I'd be worried because I just think the English teams are so superior in Europe, and I think it's been that way for years. In my personal opinion, bro. I think it's been that way for years. You know, I know English teams haven't won the Champions League in the last 2 seasons, but yeah, at first I said Europe, but that is due to the fact that Real Madrid went on a run where they beat Man City. I think they knocked Man City out. I can't remember who else they knocked out that year. They knocked out Leipzig, Man City, and Bayern. And, you know, United and Newcastle were terrible anyways. And I think who else was the other team that was in the Champions League that year? It was Arsenal, and they got knocked out by Bayern. And last season, you know, PSG went on a mad run where they knocked out 3 English teams. So I think English teams are superior in Europe. I think anyone that denies it, by the way, you know, I just think it's usually the fans of clubs that aren't in the Premier League. The reality is English teams just do dominate in Europe. That is the reality of it. That you can't tell me it doesn't. It goes in cycles. It was once the Spanish teams. In fact, 10 years ago, it was the Spanish teams. They were cleaning up. They won the Champions League and Europa League every year. They were slapping everyone up. Now it's the Premier League teams. It was once the Italian teams. It goes in cycles. It's okay to admit it. Right now, as it currently stands, the Premier League is on top. You know, this is a big up to RD United. Spurs are 4th in the Champions League table. They won the Europa League last year and they finished 17th. They're even worse this season, and they're 4th in the Champions League table. They haven't conceded a goal at home in the Champions League. They beat Dortmund, alright, albeit 10 men, but they still beat Dortmund, yeah, who are 2nd in the Bundesliga, and they're 17th or 16th in the Prem. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'd be worried if I was, you know, as a United fan, I don't think the City will win the Champions League. I think City are a club that needs to be perfect to win the Champions League. I think they are, and I don't think they'll win the Champions League. But then again, there's 3 months left of the season, so Man City could go on and click into gear for the last 3 months and go and win the Champions League. I'm not saying they can't, because they've definitely got the ability to. Arsenal, I think they don't have that. The one thing that Arsenal for me lack is moments in the Champions League. They don't have a player that I can look at and go, you're going to get the ball and do what Yamal did against Inter, for example. You know what I mean? Just these examples. You don't have that. They don't have that one player like that. But however, teams will play more open, and more open against Arsenal is risky because Gyökeres in behind, he scores goals. Martinelli in behind scores goals. So yeah, bro, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Do you get what I'm saying? It's crazy, bro. Like, I'm honestly, I think we're going to have to hope for Bayern to do something. I hope Atletico win it. Personally, I want Atletico to win it, but I don't think they will. We're going to have to hope Bayern to do something. Otherwise, it will be one of Liverpool or Arsenal or City or Chelsea that win the Champions League. But yeah, as I say, imagine if Arsenal do a Champions League double. Champions League and league title double. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, it's going to be the most annoying thing ever. And as I said, this conversation sparked yesterday because I was arguing with my mates, and I was saying that Arsenal are a better team than Barcelona. They are. They are a better team than Barcelona. You know what I'm saying? Like, if Arsenal played Barcelona tomorrow, they would slap them about 5-1. Barcelona cannot defend, and they can't defend set pieces. Gyökeres, against that high line, is scoring a hat-trick. He's scoring a hat-trick against that high line. And their defenders ain't strong enough to body him off the ball. Right? And then, you know, we all know about Arsenal with set pieces. They're the best set piece team in the world. You get what I'm saying? They're the best set piece team in the world. Do you rate Liam Delap? I do rate Liam Delap. I don't know what's going on wrong with him. Big up PFC. Bro, if United were in the UCL in the current format, it'd actually be worrying. But Carragher's partially exposed, whereas to dictate the game is a little limited. Yeah, I think United's team just needs to just do better. But at the end of the day, you watch the Everton game, Carragher just said, let Everton have the ball and we hit them on the counter and we won. So, mate, we got Sesko on, and then he brought Sesko on 10 minutes before I thought he was going to bring him on. He brought on Sesko early, and he said, let him have the ball, and we're just gonna hit him on the counter attack and win the game, and it won us the game. You get what I'm saying? Defensively, we're a very solid team as well under Carragher. You know what I'm saying? Lamens is bossing it. But at the end of the day, we're not a perfect team. So there's a reason why we're fighting for top four. We're not a perfect team. So the fact that we're winning these type of games shows the quality. You know, for example, Wesley, Chelsea play that game, they don't win that game. They don't win that game. They don't have the defence to win that game. They don't have the patience to win that game. They end up doing something dumb. We're tossing at the back or something. That's why I think they're going to get absolutely slapped up this weekend. Newcastle nearly beat PSG this year. That's true. That's true. And Harvey Barnes missed a sitter in the last minute. Brother, it doesn't go in cycles. It goes where the money is in flux. I don't think the English teams will lose superior because of the TV. No, I agree. That's what I'm saying. I agree with that. That's what I'm saying. The money goes in. I mean, to be fair, the Premier League did have more money than La Liga 10 years ago. But La Liga teams were just so good. Like the Liga teams, Real Madrid, Barca and all that, they were just so good. So it is what it is. Hypothetically, imagine Tottenham winning the Champions League and get relegated. Obviously, it wouldn't happen, but it'd be hilarious. It'd be hilarious. I wouldn't actually mind that. I mean, I don't want them to win the Champions League, but I wouldn't mind it if they win the Champions League and got relegated. If United get back in the Champions League, should get through the group stage, no problem. Depends who we get in it. But yeah, we should do. Do you get what I'm saying? We should do, bro. The English team, all English teams should get through the group stages. All English teams. If you don't, you're Newcastle just got through the group stage. They just slapped Carragher like 6-1 away from home. You know what I'm saying? If we get Morgan Gibbs White, I'm done. Why is that? Touch on your recycling talking points, man. We had 2 moments last season with Rice. This season with Noni, top bins, and Gyökeres at Inter. Yeah, right, cool. But what are the chances of Declan Rice scoring 2 free kicks in 15 minutes again? Probably never going to do it again, mate. Probably never going to do it again. Do you get what I'm saying? Probably not. Like, so, yeah. Arsenal do that, I promise. I'll be bound on in every challenge. With Barca just off set pieces, Arsenal will be in double-digit goals. Facts! Arsenal would slap up Barca. The team that would beat Arsenal, yeah, the team that would, you know, is cater-made to beat Arsenal, are Bayern Munich. Yes, I know they lost, but to be fair, they didn't have Musiala, Diaz, or Davies, and it's a group stage game. You can't just go off one group stage game. I think Bayern would be cater-made to beat Arsenal in the champs. PSG as well. PSG would be cater-made to beat Arsenal in the champs. Probably it. The other teams won't be ain't got the team or the players or the structure or the system to beat Arsenal. The money goes in cycles. Syria was getting all the top players in the late 80s and late 90s. Yeah, facts. And it goes in cycles. I'm saying it goes in cycles. Right now, the English teams are on top, and I think that people can deny it all they want. And this whole, you know what? And it winds me up. And I've done shows with Liam, the Bayern View and all that stuff, and he used to say this stuff like, you know, how The Premier League isn't the best. It's just got the most money. So it is the best then, because the most money means the best. In the league. The most money, a league has the most money, it's the best league. It makes no sense. Just admit the Premier League right now is on top. It's the best league in the world. And I saw a clip, by the way, of a PSG fan say PSG fans doing a combined 11 with PSG in the combined and the all-time Premier League 11. By the way, they did a PSG 11 and the all-time Premier League 11. It's hilarious, and he was putting like 5 or 6 PSG players in. Bro, just do Man United alone versus PSG all-time 11, and we would slap them. Yeah, they would do lucky to get 2 or 3 players in. They can get Neymar in, all right, fairs. Mbappe ain't getting in. Mbappe ain't getting in. Zlatan, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Zlatan, maybe. And that's a maybe. You know what I'm saying? That's a maybe. And Zlatan also played for us. United fans need to understand there is no group stages to league phase playoffs. Yeah, but you know what I mean? When we say group stages, we mean league phase. Yeah, that's what I mean. Liverpool are likely to beat Arsenal. I think Juve will win the... Oh, yeah, Liverpool as well. You're right. Liverpool as well. Because they just got... Slotter's got a good record against Arteta. I think Juve will win the UCL. Watch, lad. Mate, Malcolm, they're losing 5-2 to Galatasaray, bro. They're not winning the Champions League football, bro. They're not winning the Champions League, mate. They're losing 5-2 to Galatasaray. They're going to get knocked out tonight. Smash these likes up, by the way, people. As I say, get these likes up, man. Touchdown, bring my Sesko and Lamens comment up. I can't see it, bro. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. After that Wolves game, I don't think Arteta would approach the game conservatively. Otherwise, we'd eat him alive at the Emirates. After that loss, no, he's not. He's an Arsenal fan. Smash these likes up, people. As I say, man. Join the Discord. Follow the Twitch as well, lads. Let's get get my Twitch followers up, man. Come and try and get me to 100 followers on Twitch, and I'll start doing some streams like gaming streams and stuff like that. And yeah, I might get the new COD. I haven't played it. I know it came out like months ago. I ain't never played it. But yeah, make sure that's joining the Discord, following the Twitch, as I say. All that good stuff, man. Bro, Emi Martinez is still a better goalkeeper than the men's. Like, I don't get what your point is. You know what I'm saying? What do you mean? You put this in every single chat, bro. Every single chat. Oh, I told you about Lemens. I told you about Lemens. We get it, bro. Emi Martinez is still a better goalkeeper than Lemens. Do you reckon City could win the Champions League? To me, yeah, as I just said, that City, for me, I think they'd have to be perfect, bro, to win the champs. I think they have to be perfect to win the champs. And I think, I don't think they're perfect at the minute. I don't think they're perfect at the minute. So I think, no, not at the moment in time. I don't think they will. I think if they get Real Madrid in the next round, Real Madrid will beat them. Which is what I hope they do. But I think that they get either Bodo Glimt or Real Madrid. If they get Real Madrid, they'll lose. Real Madrid will beat them. Do you get what I'm saying? Real Madrid will beat Manchester City if they get them in the next round. But we have to wait and see the draw, innit? Rice or Caicedo? Rice, mate. Not even a debate. Caicedo's the most overrated midfielder in world football. Most overrated midfielder in world football. Yeah, I'm saying he spends half the time kicking people, and then when he's got the ball, he's falling over his feet and can't track the ball. Do you know what I'm saying? He's the most overrated midfielder in world football. I don't actually understand why people think he's better than Rice, because he's not even more press resistant than Rice. He's a better passer than Rice, I'll give him that. He's not even more press resistant than Rice. It makes no sense why people think he's better than Rice. Rice is a better dribbler than him. Rice is better on the ball than him. Rice is a better shooter than him. Rice is a better defender than him. Rice doesn't get booked as much as him. See what I'm saying? Rice is more consistent than him. City are very fragile in defence. If they get a lucky side of the draw, then it's curtains. Yeah, if they get a lucky side of the draw, it's curtains. But I don't. Hopefully they get Real Madrid. But yeah, as you say, they are fragile in defence. But you know, Mark Gay's come back. He comes to the side as a good player. But I think I saw against Newcastle plenty of times where Elanga and Gordon went in behind and they didn't do anything. I think if Mbappe's in behind, he's gonna absolutely punish him. I am an Arsenal fan, but the way the lad discredits me, discredits Caicedo just makes it feel there's an underbelly issue there, touchline. No, Caicedo's just bang overrated, mate. If we had Martinez, I'm telling you, we'd have conceded more goals than with Lamens in goal. That's just not true. That's just really not true. That's just really not true, bro. That's just really not true, but okay, mate. Again, if you want to say that, that's cool, bro. I'm not here to do an argument of Lamens and Martinez, bro. You always say to me, oh, you told me about Lamens. You told me about Lamens. Bro, I don't know why in PFC you pretend that you watched Belgian League. You didn't watch Belgian League. Do you get what I'm saying? You didn't watch him. Madrid or Saudi, please take Bruno so we can expose these frauds. They're nothing without him. Good job, mate. He's staying for another season, mate. It's coming, you know, leaks are coming out. Obviously, you know, some of these journalists you have to take with a pinch of salt, but there is more journalists saying that there's more likely, especially if we get Champions League football, that Bruno Fernandes will stay at Manchester United Football Club beyond this summer. As I say, I think he does stay for another season. I think now he's back in his actual position and we're about to get Champions League football. I think he does stay for another season, and I think, I think next summer, I think 2027, we're going to replace him with Cole Palmer. If Cole Palmer actually fixes up, because I'll be honest with you, Cole Palmer can't lace Bruno's boots in a minute. So Bruno's been better than him for a while. But he looks better. Oh, he's got nice fancy feet. Oh, he's got aura. Bruno Fernandes has been a better player than Cole Palmer for the last year. You know what I'm saying? Cole Palmer had that better season in 23-24, but yeah, is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? I thought mods are United fans. We got some rivals that are mods. Touchline, who will have a better season, Arsenal or United? Mate. Well, if you win nothing, yeah, then us. Do you know what I'm saying? Then us. If you win nothing, then us. You know what I'm saying? Quick answer: who is top of the league in the Belgian league? I'm gonna say Club Brugge, but it might be Union Saint-Gilloise. Let me type that up. Yeah, it is. You don't watch the Belgian league. You don't watch the Belgian league. That's cap. That's cap. What? That's cap. You can watch other leagues, but you ain't watching the Belgian league, bruv. The other leagues are like Serie A and La Liga and Ligue 1. No one's watching the Belgian league, bro. You know what I'm saying? You have to scout other leagues, you get me? Yeah, but the Belgian league is the Belgian league, bruv. That's not even top 10 league. That's worse than the Championship. You know what I'm saying? There's not even top 10 leagues. Yeah, no, I said it'll be Club Brugge or Union Saint-Gilloise. It's Union Saint-Gilloise. If Arteta wins, gets sacked, where will he go? I don't know. He'll get a job, bro. He'll get a job of what he done at Arsenal. He'll get a job, mate. He'll get a good job. He shall get a good job, lads. But, yeah, man. I don't know where he'll end up, but, yeah, I mean, I don't think he'll get another elite job if he doesn't win anything at Arsenal. Because he spent so much money and not won anything. It's crazy. But, yeah, man. Anyways, lads, I'm going to wrap up. You know what I'm saying? Short. What have you sent me, bro? Let the mutants and our families will let him stay if he only wins the Carabao Cup. Well, Lee Gunner said the Carabao Cup is the same as the Premier League. Trophy's a trophy, lads. Oh, Deji's hilarious, bro. Deji's hilarious. Yeah, Lamens is the best signing of the summer. Lamens is the best signing of the summer, bro. He's the best signing of the summer in Premier League, full stop. And I'm gonna run that narrative. I'm gonna run that narrative. Lamens is the best signing of the Premier League this summer. I'm gonna run that narrative. Yeah, Lamens has been the best signing of the Premier League. There's not been a better signing. Oh, Ekatike. Liverpool signed him and got worse. Oh, João Pedro. What, because he had a little purple patch last couple of games. Chelsea signed him and got worse. Lamens has come into Man United, and we went from a team that... Hold on, let me just break the stats down for people, yeah? Do you get what I'm saying? I did break my head. Yeah, I need to get a new one now. I need to get a new one. Right? Let me just break this down for you lot, lads, yeah? Before Lamens came into United's team, we lost 3 games in 6. Since Lamens come into the team, we've lost 2 games in the Premier League. Which, by the way, is the least in the Premier League in that time. Because Arsenal have lost, I think, 3. No, Arsenal have lost 2, sorry. Arsenal have lost 2 as well. Joint with Arsenal. We both lost the least amount of games in the league this season. Since he came into the team. We lost 3 in 6. Now we've lost 2 in, what, 22? No, 2 in 21 or something like that, I don't know. Crazy. By the way, what made you come on Judge Mo even though you said the words you've never gone to show? Did I ever say that? I don't think I ever said that. Oh, Judge Mo just asked me, innit? So I just thought, it would, innit? Well, Onana thinks he can come back into, Onana thinks he can come back to compete for a starting position. Have you seen it? Yeah, I think it's, just take the notice of it, bruv. Take the notice of it. I'll take zero notice of it. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm not taking, Onana is never coming back into the United team. Won't even get the bench. You know what I'm saying? Carragher is the only midfielder with no significant weakness. Alright, mate. He can't ball carry. He's not even that press resistant because I see him all the time on his arse, and he gets booked every game almost. He gives away stupid fouls, but no weaknesses, lads. Believe me, ask Google the same question about Rice. Rice can't progress. The ball can't play as a lone six, not press resistant like Caicedo. Rice is more press resistant than Caicedo, mate. He's a better dribbler than him. It's in the news that Onana wants to fight for position at United as soon as preseason begins. I don't care, bro. He ain't gonna. Bro, he's already proven. He had 2 seasons, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? If City win the title, maybe Gay. Maybe you're right there. Maybe you're right there. You could be right there, but so far, for me, the men's is the biggest improvement in a team. We lost 3 and 6. Yeah, last 2 seasons, we finished 8th and 15th under Onana when Onana was there. And he was a big factor, by the way. Not to blame him all for it, because I'm not going to blame Onana specifically all for the reason we finished 8th and 15th. But he was a big factor for the reason we finished 8th and 15th. Lamens has come in 15th, we're right now 4th. We're probably going to get 3rd. Probably going to get 3rd. And let's have it right, he's probably going to get us on net an extra 10 to 15 points this season. Cherky's up there, but Cherky is up there. Cherky would be, like, if you'd done a starting 11, Cherky would be in the starting 11. I don't think he's been the best signing, though. I think Lamens has been the best signing. But yeah, man. Wharton is likely to come to Liverpool, I guess we'll see. He can't carry a ball, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? People dislike humans, want him out there. What do you mean? Apparently the trans people already dislike humans. I said already dislike humans, want him out there. Caicedo has the same amount of red cards for Chelsea as Rice. No, he doesn't. No chance is that true. 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 Declan Rice has never got a straight red for Arsenal. Never. I don't think so. Has Declan Rice ever got a straight red? Wesley will answer that. Declan Rice has never got a straight red for Arsenal. He got 1 red, which is a bullshit red against Brighton, which should never have been given. Top Geordies and top Eagles online beefing their managers. Who's top Eagles? Oh, what? For Crystal Palace. They're getting slapped up this weekend. Tyrone, I know you're listening! Tyrone, I know you're listening! You're getting slapped up! Yeah, Rice never got a straight red. Never got a straight red for Arsenal. No, we're not doing red card. We're not doing a red card. Because Declan Rice got a red card against Brighton, which was never a red card. We're not doing that. Caicedo's red card, he tried to break. Who was it again against Arsenal? Tried to break his ankle, bruv. Bruv, I see Caicedo against Man United give the ball away, let Garnacho run through, clean and goal, pass the ball to Garnacho. I see him do it all the time. How many bozo errors do you watch? Even like, bro, Caicedo, he's got that gimmick of, it'd be on a yellow card and he'll still kick someone. Do you get what I'm saying? Was it Moreno? It was Moreno. Yeah, there you go. Moreno. Like, come on, bro. Stop doing this, man. Caicedo's a good player. But he's bang overrated by Chelsea fans, bruv. Bang overrated by him. You know what I'm saying? What's the mad takes? Top Geordies and top Eagles beef. But that's crazy, yeah. Anyways, yeah. Crystal Palace this weekend. You're next, buddy. You're next. We are going to have a field day. You know, someone that deals with the annoyance of a Timbot club fans in your family and they run around talking crap, think they can message you when you're losing, think they can come into my chat when we're losing, think they can talk crap about the biggest club in the world. Let me give you a fun fact, pal. We've beaten Crystal Palace in more finals than they've won in their history. We've won the Premier League on Crystal Palace's ground. Yeah? 1993, we won the league on Selhurst Park. We won the league on Selhurst Park. We won the league at the shithole. Yeah? Had to deal with their fan base. And the annoyance of their fans. You know what I'm saying? Their Timpot. Everything about that club I can't stand. We had to deal with it. We're gonna have some generations to feed this weekend. Mark my words, Manchester United Football Club are gonna slap belt to ass, belt to back, belt to head, belt to everything. We are going to absolutely have a field day with Crystal Palace this weekend. Yeah, that was the first title in 26 years. You're right. First title in 26 years. That was Fergie's first ever league title. Saying Pep's better than Fergie, that's cap. Okay, bro. I said he's a better coach than Fergie, which I don't even know why that's even an argument. He is a better coach than Fergie. Yeah, I'm saying he's better tactically than Fergie. This is just true. A red card is a red card. No, it's not a red card, because a red card a red card where Rice got a red card for tapping a ball, right, and getting a second yellow is not the same as Caicedo getting 3 fouls in 30 minutes and then stamping on someone's ankle and getting a full foul. You know what I'm saying? Caicedo got booked like 7 games in a row. Rosinha destroyed Palace at their game. Palace are awful, mate. We're going to slap them up. Can't see the ball in a half turn. Again, factually incorrect, by the way. He definitely can receive the ball in a half turn. But when you say that, how many footballers in the world nowadays can receive a ball in a half turn? Can't progress the ball. I probably agree that Caicedo's better at passing than Caicedo. Than Rice, sorry. The ball isn't creative. It's not. He is press resistant. That's not right. I did see what he did in the Euros, and you're comparing him to Caicedo, the man who pocketed PSG. What does that mean? What does that mean that he pocketed PSG? I see Caicedo get bullied against Leeds, give away a penalty. I see Caicedo give the ball away, as I say, to Garnacho. Caicedo get bullied by Casemiro. I see Caicedo get bullied by Casemiro and Ugarte, bruv. What we doing here, man? Imagine when we win the next title, people only think they're going to see a proper trophy parade. When we next win a title, people only think they've seen a proper trophy parade. Bro, it's going to be mental, bro. We're gonna fill the streets, mate. There's going to be, oh my gosh, we're going to, bro, when we next win a title, and it's happening soon, by the way. I tell people it's happening soon. It's happening in the next couple of years. We're winning a league title. We're going to fill the streets, bro. Yeah, I'm saying Manchester's population will rise up by over 200%. Yeah, I'm saying on that day. We are going to fill the streets. We're going to remind everyone that we are the biggest club in the world. I can't wait to win the Premier League again. Yeah, I'm saying. I can't wait to win the Premier League again. But anyways, I'm going to wrap up, lads. You know what I'm saying? Liverpool feed the streets, aren't you? Playing City again. No, we're not playing. Why would we play City again, bro? We played them already. Beat them 2-0 a couple of weeks ago. You should know this. You're an Arsenal fan. But yeah, I can't wait. I'm going to go to that United-Liverpool game as well. I'm going to make sure I get tickets for that. That's in May. We're going to slap them up as well. But that's obviously in like 3 months' time. So anyways, but yeah, I'm going to wrap up anyways, people. Big up to each and every single one of you. I'm going to be live tomorrow again. I think should be 3 p.m. UK time with Roms. So make sure you lot are there. Hit the sub button up, hit the like button up, turn those post notifications so you don't miss an upload or a live stream. All that good stuff. And yeah, people, I'm out. Bless up to everyone in the chat. Peace. It's not 30 minutes, it's 50.